Hello, my pile selection. So let's get right into your weekend forecast. And if you guys noticed the bull on the cover photo, it's because it's Taurus season. So I had the bull with it's an anchorman. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Anyway, let's get into the pile selection. For some of you guys who are like, why is there a bull on there for the weekend forecast? Pick a card reading. So that's why. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I will see you in your pile. My pile number 1s. Welcome, welcome. So let's get right into your weekend forecast. And we're going to begin with the main message cards. I got a couple of different ones. I don't know why this one wanted to come in conjunction. We're going to leave that one right there just in case. We've got a whole bunch of other cards as well to get through. But let's get into it. Your first oracle card is I will heal and move on. Some of you guys are really, really focused on like, you know what, I don't even want to think about that person. I don't even think about, if they reach out to me, I'm not even going to like really respond back to them. If anything, I'm probably going to block them. Or some of you guys are having to detach from somebody who you were once really close to, or maybe saw like a lot as well. Maybe find new things to do with I will heal and move on. Some of you guys could actually be physically moving as well. Okay, that could be something for you for pile number 1s. So you guys could also be healing from, I don't know, I've got career a little bit from that one. You guys could be healing from like possibly maybe recouping your career a little bit. Maybe you had to give up a job, take a couple of steps back, reorganize things, and it's almost like you're finally feeling like you're on to the next chapter where you picked up where you kind of left off at a little bit for some of you guys, okay, for pile number 1. But let's get into the main cards that we have here. Got a whole bunch of like text message cards that came through. We do have like, I thought I put an adventure card in here, did I not? Yeah, here we go. We got one adventure card, and we got a couple of incoming texts. Let's organize this to the side. Usually I cut right to it, but let's get, I'm not doing that right now. So for your adventure card, you have get ready for your theme park day. You have the perfect group, and damn, I can't read this. Hold on. I have horrible handwriting, guys, as you know. Get ready for your theme park day. You have the perfect group and scored tickets at the perfect price. An all-day blast of a time. I'm sorry. An all-day blast of fun. I'm sorry. It doesn't say time. Love, future you. All right. Some of you guys could be going on a little bit of an excursion. Maybe getting invited to like, a theme park or something like that. You might be having fun for some of you guys. All right. Maybe doing something a little bit different. Let's put that one tarot card at the end here, but we're going to get right into the incoming text, okay, a little bit. So the first main card that you're receiving was the 3 of Swords, okay? Now, technically, that's the last card that you got as a clarification card for this, all right? And we're going to get right back into it, but just because it came out the way it did, I don't want to put it back and not relate it to this. So, first card that you're getting is I sent you the money, check it now to see if you got it, Cash App, Venmo, etc. And it's coming up by the 3 of Swords, which is interesting. So maybe you're going to find out a betrayal that somebody did, maybe through like Cash App transactions or like Venmo transactions and stuff like that. And you're just going to be like, what the fuck, who's this? Like that kind of energy, all right, for some of you guys. This could also be getting paid for somebody like betraying you, somebody like doing something really bad, you know what I mean? Like let's just say, I don't know. Well, I'm not surprised by this because the Scorpio full moon is coming up, and a lot of people who had, like, if you put somebody through a situation or you know that you could have helped them or, like, something like that to where like, damn, let's just hope karma doesn't exist, like, for that one. Like, that kind of energy where you know that you did something wrong, that you were in the wrong in that situation. That person, okay, that feels that way, there's like, damn, maybe I should have been a little bit better, maybe I should have a little bit... is going to be getting a lot of karma this time around, okay? I'm not talking about you knew that you couldn't go. I'm talking about somebody who didn't even try to work it out with you, communicate with you, or anything like that. Somebody who kind of only thought about their own kind of way of thinking. It's whoever was in the wrong is going to assume a lot of that karma, okay? And it may have been happening since the beginning of this year for some of you guys, okay? For some of your enemies, all right? With that. But let's get into it a little bit more. So you guys could be receiving some money this weekend, but I'm not surprised by this. You have been blocked. Maybe somebody's going to try to send you money to try to get in contact with you again, to where they're like, damn, like that's the only way that I'm going to be able to reach her. Like if I send her like a little Cash App payment or a little Venmo payment. But listen, do not respond to anything under $100, okay? And even when they do, all right, just be like, hi. That's it. That's the $100 they paid for. Hello. Okay, that's what you got. That's what you get. That's it. Okay, but Cash App, Venmo, stuff like that, I'm just seeing that. I'm seeing a lot of like different things, maybe finding out some things that your partner was trying to hide from you, things like that, through like Venmo, Cash App, or like whatever. Okay, this could also be a sign that you could be receiving some money as well this weekend. Okay, you have been blocked to something coming forward, so maybe a person blocked you. Okay, or you could have blocked somebody else and they find out this weekend that you blocked them. I will be there soon is also something coming forth. Interesting. So even though this person blocked you, they still have this urgency of like wanting to see you. Okay, with I will be there soon. Or maybe you end up blocking somebody in order to pursue a different connection. And maybe it's a little bit prompt or like kind of like, yeah, I'll be there right now. Like, no worries. Like, let's just do that or whatever. Like last minute kind of things. Okay. Now, you're also getting congratulations. We would love to offer you the position. Please call us back to discuss further. Thank you. So some of you guys could be receiving some positive career news. Okay, remember, that kind of like ties into what I was picking up a little bit with I will heal and move on, that oracle card that you were getting. And this isn't the end of the message cards. We still have the switch cards to get into. But for some reason, I'm feeling really strong like it's tied into a little bit of career. Like if you're waiting for like career insight or something like that. You know, I'm recording this on a Thursday. But you guys are going to gravitate towards this video whenever you gravitate towards it, okay? But I'm doing it for the weekend forecast, so like Friday through the end of Sunday night, you know, and then your week starts again. That's how, in my mind, okay? But let's get into the switch cards. So some of you guys could be dealing with that. Oh, you got another incoming text, but it was tied to the switch. Interesting. There's a lot of things that you're going to be finding hidden through like a main task that you're doing. So let's just say if you're... I had a client who was like this one time. She had a tendency to do this, is where she would literally have like, not even like, she would just get a feeling like, oh, you know what, let me just check on the laundry. And she would like check on the laundry and then like look to the side and there's like a receipt paper right there. And she's like, you know what, let me just toss this out, like somebody's fucking trash in the garage, you know, whatever. And then she opens it up just to check it and it's Friday night you and your boys went out to eat. You know what I mean? If you guys don't know that, you're about to know. Whitney Houston, It's Not Right, It's Okay. All right, Glee did a cover of it. I think it was a good rendition as well. Okay, of that. But the next one that you're getting is, can we talk tomorrow? I'm busy right now. So maybe there's somebody who's really trying to get like your attention, really trying to like be like, hey, what are you doing, whatever. And maybe you're just like, I'm done with the whole blocking situation because that you don't respond to that, so now I'm just going to give you literally nothing, like hi, bye, leaving you on red for hours, making you feel like rejected. I'm not dealing with that anymore, like that kind of energy. Okay, because some people really don't learn that way. Like some people don't learn by block. They think that if you block them then you still care about them. Some people feel that way. Okay, so the next one that you're getting is, Dear Stu, I've been trying to manifest you. Love them. I kid you the actual fuck not. There is going to be somebody who's going to be blowing you up. Maybe this was your choice to like break up with this person. Maybe this person is used to being like the deal breaker, being like, you know what, I don't want this anymore or whatever. But it's almost like this person can't hide that they love you anymore, or this person can't hide that they actually wanted you in their life. Like they can't hide all of those aspects like they could in like the very beginning to like play it off or like dust it off or things like that. It's like boiling to the surface a little bit. Dear Stu, I'm going to help you obtain a vehicle in your name. If you want a new place, I'll help you with that too. I want to show my love for you, love them. Maybe there's somebody who's finally wanting to like show up for you after you're like, listen, I'm really done. Like this is, you can block me, do whatever you want, I'm really done. But if you're not really wanting to be a part of my life, then I'm sorry, like what are we doing? This is really pointless. Like that kind of energy, okay, for pile number one. So some of you guys might be wanting to like heal and move on, and maybe you also have maybe a new lover who's also trying to manifest you as well, okay, for some of you guys. All right, now some of you are also on the track of like, look, I got this new job, I got this money coming in, I'm trying to get a car. The fuck this, I'm trying to get a car, I'm trying to get a vehicle or some kind, a Vespa, you know what I mean? People laugh at it. It's so funny, people laugh at people who are on Vespas while they walk in. You know what I mean? And they're probably like, well, I'd rather walk than be on a Vespa. Like, okay, fine for you. Me, I got blisters. I got all this stuff. I got feet problems. I'm not trying to do this all the time. And I'm trying to get to places a little bit quicker. I need to get there to and back a little bit faster. And yeah, I'm on the Vespa, but I'm rocking it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you have to do in order for your transportation, even if that's an electric bicycle. And you guys are probably like, electric bicycle? What the fuck? Listen, when you need to get to point A to point B. What you got that's powered, or like whether it's a bicycle, whether it's your legs, you're going to get there, okay? Especially if you need to get there, all right? But I feel like some of you guys could actually be like looking at like maybe new places or new vehicles, things like that, coming up for you soon, all right, for some of you guys. Or you could get possible an approval for something like that. This could even be maybe your person wanting to offer you more within your reality, but this depends on where you're at within your connection. Remember, these are all generalized collective readings, so you're going to have to take the energy how it resonates. It's not like a personal one-on-one reading, and all of my readings are for entertainment purposes only, so I'm never by any means giving you any medical, legal, or professional advice at any time. So just take what resonates and leave the rest out, okay? But with that being said, let's get right into your tarot. All right, so getting right into your tarot. And don't worry, I put that Three of Swords right back on top. So let's get into the first main card. So you have the six. Sorry, guys, I didn't love that. That tick thing. It's a thing of mine. Six of Pentacles energy coming forth in the upright, okay? Now, with the Six of Pentacles, it's usually in Tauran frequency. Okay, but it's also a big deal about inheritances, loan approvals, sharing of information. This is also big on the friends with benefits or situationship card, okay, in my opinion. All right, this could be somebody who's viewing you like that for some people. All right, but this could be the matters of a couple different things. All right, this is basically like a general reading. It's not mainly focused like on love or career, so either or of those topics could come up, or like home life or things like that, okay? So with the Knight of Pentacles coming up right beside, maybe something that you've been waiting for a long time. Maybe you're like waiting, okay, this could also be like a student loan, for instance, okay, where you get your fair share or whatever, like whatever's owed to you or whatever, and it's dispersed out to you for your schooling or whatever, and it's finally coming towards you, okay? And you're like, what the actual fuck is life, okay? And it's coming towards you during Taurus season, that's for sure, or Virgo or Capricorn for some of you guys. But this is a weekend read, and I'm filming this during Taurus season, so, and it's 11:11 on the timestamp, Aligned Thoughts. So, you know, take the energy how it resonates, but you're going to gravitate towards this whenever you gravitate towards this, okay? Some of you guys, like, maybe have been waiting, like, basically all week, and, like, literally on the 6th day of that week, so, like, a Saturday or some shit, is when you're going to be receiving that. And it's going to be kind of delayed, where you're going to be like, okay, finally. I mean, I could have really used this like 2 weeks before, or man, I could have really used this like a month before, or you know what I mean? But it came to you at the time it was meant to come towards you, all right? And getting a lot of like Virgo, Tauran, and I'm about to say Scorpio, not Scorpio, but as I pick up the Five of Cups, that's where I get the Scorpio. But anyway, the Five of Cups energy in the reversal. So your Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Sorry, I don't know why. I just went airy with that for a moment. I'm an air sign. Anyway, with the Five of, that has nothing to do with it, okay? Anyway, Five of Cups energy coming up in the reverse. It could, you know, I'm spacey. It could have something to do with it. Anyway, with the Five of Cups energy in the reverse, so there's somebody who definitely misses you and feels like they lost out on you, but they feel like they still have a chance to turn it around if they were to take action, like, basically now. But it's almost like a really big last resort, maybe like on day 6 of like not being with this person or something like that, to where this person actually takes initiative and like wants to do something better, but it's like not even... This could even be like somebody co-signing for you as well. I'm definitely getting a lot of vehicle energy with the Knight of Pentacles. But this is about, you know, it's about what you want, you know, if this is like what you want. But it looks like maybe some blockages that you were experiencing, which I'm also not surprised by that, because we have this full moon in Scorpio that's bringing up a lot of hidden things up to the surface. It's also bringing up like people who are trying to hide things from you for like a long period of time. It's going to be coming up to the surface as well. You know, this is also like a full release. So all of that frustration, all of that energy suppressed was for a reason. And yeah, it is to test your spirit in order to see like how you would really react to these. Like, would you give them grace? Would you seek revenge in your own hands? What would you do? How is your spirit really like? What is your soul really? And people don't think like it's that deep, but it actually is. I mean, if you think about like when you die, like a huge thing about it, right? We don't know exactly what happens, right? But some people, like the Egyptians, think that Anubis takes out the heart and puts it in the scale and transitions and is your guide for the underworld. Then we also have the Christians who believe in separate versions, who don't think you even have any of that, and it's like final judgment. Then you have other Christians who think, no, it's not final judgment. It's this, like it's really odd. But either way, there's a process to it, right? There's like a transition. There's another place that you go to, all right? But anyway, that could also be something, a conversation. Inheritance could be something that's coming up, or maybe something that somebody left for you, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune, this could also be a removal of blockage, all right? So like where once was once delayed or restricted and all of that. all of this is happening in order to test your spirit, really, okay? Now, the next one that you're having is the Three of Cups energy, and also to clear out karmic debt and pay the price for some things that people in your like generation have done. Even people that you don't even know, who are like aren't even in like your life actively. Maybe never even like given you like a birthday card or even like called you, not until you like showed up, and then they expect you to be like full out and like love them. So with the Three of Cups energy coming forth in the reversal, okay? This Three of Cups energy coming up in the reversal, this is really big on potential gossip, but this is also removal of a third party, or removing yourself from a third party, no longer feeling like you're investing in that, okay? Because you are literally healing and moving on. Like, I'm seeing you balance out your finances. I'm also seeing you not really spend a lot, but spend like accordingly. I'm also seeing you look at the positive to what you've lost, okay, with the Five of Cups energy in the reversal. And because you did that, the energy opened up enough for you to be able to receive these blessings with a full open heart and not ruin them and destroy them, okay? Now with the thin, this could be in the matters of new connection, new job, new situation, whatever have you, all right? Now, the next one that you're getting is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So now there's somebody who literally rejected you, possibly only wanted you like in a friends with benefits situation, nothing more, that kind of vibe with the Knight of Swords energy in the reversal. Or this could have been like maybe you're in a group of people and there's one person in particular with the Knight of Swords, because the Six of Pentacles is about group activity. It's also about sharing, okay? It's also sharing information, and this is unfavorable information that you end up finding out, okay? Air sign frequency popping through, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, sometimes displayed as Capricorn when Pentacles are present, as they are now. Now, underneath the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Y'all been waiting for this, and maybe you've been getting these little inclinations, like maybe you've been feeling the stresses of like, damn, I need this by this, but then you all of a sudden you felt like, but what if it does happen? What if it actually does come in time? Like, what if I actually am worrying for no reason, but there is a reason, but what if I am just like worrying and creating this frequency for myself? Like that kind of energy. Now, underneath the Five of Cups energy in the reversal, you have the King of Pentacles. Interesting. A lot of slow ass energy, okay, coming through. All right, maybe this person's finally wanting to commit to you. Finally seeing the positive relationship. Girl, I'm exasperated even connecting with it, okay? But let's get into it. This is why you're here. This person's coming back. This person is going to be gravitating back towards you. And it looks like when this person gravitates back towards you, it's of the matter of like you having like some financial structure back into your life, or financial stability back into your life. Maybe you've been going through some like little hardships here or there for like the past couple weeks, or maybe a month or so, and you have been waiting for that breakthrough, waiting, and you're just like, damn. Sometimes people don't realize that sometimes karma is waiting. But the next one that you're receiving underneath the Wheel of Fortune, so what you've been waiting for is going to be released during Scorpio season, potentially for some of you guys. All right, this could be a major breakthrough for some of you. Now, the 10, you guys could also be receiving like a notation from a previous employer as well, okay? Yeah. It's almost like maybe these people put a little bit too much responsibilities too soon on your shoulders as well. Like, let's just say you've never worked a fryer before, and you're probably like, it's super simple, like, no, the fuck it isn't. If you're a dumbass like me, all right, and you put the fryer on, and you're like, yeah, I got this, you could potentially burn down the building if you do it wrong, okay? You could potentially start a little kitchen fire. You could potentially do all this dumbass shit, okay? Hey, how are you doing? I understand, all right? So, like, underneath you, that's why it's important for you to cook safely, you know what I mean? And knowing how you cook as well, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that, all right? But obviously, I don't know how to cook. But for some reason, that frequency is coming up really strongly right now. With the Ten of Wands energy coming forth in the upright underneath the Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like you guys have literally been pushing yourself to the brink. This is about, all right, I'll take on that responsibility. I'll keep pushing forward. And it's like you have all these weights and you're right towards that freaking mountaintop, and you're just like, oh man, I'm almost fucking there. Like, I'm almost there. I just got to keep pushing. Like, I know I can make it. But damn, this is trying, like that kind of energy. You guys are going to make it past that. You're going to make it to the mountaintop there a little bit. Some of you guys could be going mountain climbing or hiking or something like that. Now, underneath the Three of Cups energy, you have the Four of Wands. All right. Some of you guys are leaving a third-party situation for a real, genuine relationship. Okay. With the Four of Wands energy coming forth. Okay. Right underneath that Three of Cups. This could also be reuniting with someone. Okay. Now, maybe you were blocked off from this for a while. Maybe this blessing was blocked off from you for a while. All right. With the Nine of Wands energy coming up. And maybe it was because somebody broke your heart. Maybe you were like, I want a genuine relationship. Maybe you got out of a third-party situation because you wanted a genuine relationship. But then you kind of closed off your heart a little bit and was like, you know what? I'm not really wanting to, like, dive right into something new, like, right away. I want to, like, take my time. I want to get over this person. But I also want to maybe find the pieces of me that I pushed aside for this other person. You know, and I kind of lost track of them. Like, I don't know where I put them. You know, like that kind of energy. It's not that they're lost forever or they're completely erased. Is that maybe sometimes you kind of forget where you put your keys, you know? But let's go into pile number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this pile selection. If you do want more topics or anything like that, definitely hit that notification bell and that subscribe button to know whenever I'm uploading like more content. I also post polls out to give you guys, you know, a little bit of creative control with that. I like to think of this as a co-creative kind of like platform. So if there's any, you know, topics you'd like me to dive into or anything like that, feel free to let me know in the comment section or on any of my posts that I post about. I also have private readings available in the description box below. And I also go live stream every night. Definitely keep that notification bell on so you know whenever I offer free readings selected by random, and then also instantaneous readings delivered via live stream, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and until next time, bye for now. Hey, what's up, guys? Pile number 2. What's good? What's Gucci? So, I don't know if people say that anymore. Do people say Gucci anymore? I do. Gucci flip-flops, fucking hit the bitch in the socks. Anyway, I don't have Gucci flip-flops. I wish. Cry for me in the corner. But let's get into this. This is a very animated pile. This is a very... Damn, pile number 2. I immediately wanted to sing that song, Stay the Night by Zed featuring Hayley Williams. Yell Yeah Williams, for anybody who's a real Paramore fan. Anyway, so... if anybody's like, why would you call her Yell Yeah? If you spell her name in reverse, it says Yell Yeah. But anyway, so let's get into your first main oracle card for what to expect for the weekend, maybe a potential weekend forecast, stuff like that. This is a very happy-go-lucky pile. It's almost like maybe you're going to be going out a lot or doing different things this weekend, socializing with people, feeling happy, feeling rejuvenated, feeling like you actually enjoy life this weekend a little bit for pile number 2, okay? All right, I haven't gotten a depressive episode pile yet, so let's go into it, but let's get into this, okay? Maybe you guys have been in a depressive episode and finally you're like, damn, I'm so happy I didn't. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. I am peaceful and one with the earth, okay, coming forth. And it's not a joking matter, you know what I mean? But it's just, you know, make light of the situation. I feel like maybe you guys have a little bit of that spirit. I am peaceful and one with the earth is coming forth. Some of you guys could be connected with nature, literally, okay? Maybe doing something different, putting yourself out there, all right? Maybe connecting with different people, all right? Now, I'm putting your tarot cards over to the side and also getting, like, a lot of, like, really good foods. Like, I'm getting, like, maybe, like, you're going to end up attending parties that actually have, like, really good foods. Or, like, really good, like, I don't know why I want to say meats for some reason. I don't know why I wanted to say that in particular. But let's get into adventure, okay? For a potential venture you might go on. I got to zoom this in because, Lord have mercy, my handwriting. It is time to explore a city you've never heard of before. You're stepping into the thrill of the unknown. Yes, your signal will still work. A could be something for some of you guys. It is time to explore a city you have never heard of before. You are stepping into the thrill of the unknown. And yes, your signal will still work. Love them is also something coming forth. Maybe you like are going to be in a little bit of a rural area, or maybe like a little bit out there. Not really, I'm not getting like city vibe. I mean, you could be in the city, but it's almost like you have like a little hideaway. I don't know, that kind of vibe I'm getting for pile number 2s. But let's get into a little bit more of your message cards and let's see what comes up. Let's get into your incoming text cards for potential communicational frequencies coming your way. And then we'll also get to the switch for potential love actions, changes, shifts, things like that, okay? But let's get into it. Within 7 days, well, isn't that fucking obvious because it's the weekend, okay? But within 7 days, this could be happening for you, okay? So very, very soon, especially if you're not watching this on the weekend and you're just like entertaining it and you're like, I wonder when this is going to happen. Maybe you're watching it like on a Monday, or maybe you're watching it, you know what I mean? Anyway, can I show you something? Sends unique photo/video. There's somebody who's been thinking about you for possibly a week, staring at your fucking messages, wanting to like figure out a way to get into your good grace or get your attention in some capacity without really being as vulnerable as they maybe usually are, okay, for some of you guys. Now, the next one that you're getting is message coming during nighttime. Now, this message could be coming during nighttime, and it could be during an hour where normally you're not really up. Visual voicemail available. Maybe this person's going to leave you a voicemail because maybe they can't get in touch with you. You are now approved is also something coming forth. This could also be you. Maybe you're trying to get in touch with somebody and you end up leaving a voicemail for someone, okay? And maybe you send that message during the nighttime, okay, while this person is sleeping. Maybe when you're trying to get their attention, probably send them something like interesting or something like that. Maybe they don't really respond to you. And maybe you're waiting on them to like approve a friend request or something like that. And then it says you are now approved. That could also be that. Or this could be like an approval towards like a loan or a car or a home, okay? Or like something that you didn't think that you were going to get approved for before, you know, stuff like that, okay? But let's get right into your switch cards. See what's coming up for you. Dearest you satisfy me so deeply sexually, I don't even want to cheat. I love how you always want me. You never make me feel rejected. Love them is also something coming forth, okay? Maybe there's somebody who's like, listen, I'm not trying to go back to him. I'm not trying to go back to him. I'm not trying to go back to them. I'm not going back to they, I, Z, I. I don't know what the fuck anymore, okay? So I'm just not trying to go back to them, all right? Dearest you, I told my friends how hot you are. They didn't believe me. That's why they are awkward around you. They know things they are not supposed to. That's why they try not to make eye contact with you. Love them. Okay, and for some reason I'm getting like maybe like let's just say if you made like a little video or something, this person could have showed their best friend, okay? Okay, can't trust none of these niggas. It's so funny. They say these hoes ain't loyal, but you know, is a hoe a man? Really? Or is it an object? Anyway, dearest you, I am going to fight for you and over you. Love them. All right. Is also something coming for me. There's somebody who's not ready to let you go. Let you go. All right. Dearest you, allow me to cook for you. This person is listening to a lot of music, like thinking about you in particular for pile number 2s. Dearest you, allow me to cook for you. This is the way that I say that I love you, love them. Maybe you guys are going to be cooked for. Okay, and maybe you're going to feel really appreciated when that happens, okay? Especially if you have a Taurus moon like me. I love food in general. So just food in general is appreciative towards me. It's so simple. The little things like that make me feel loved. Probably because when my grandmother growing up cooked a lot, okay? Especially like when my mom was working. Like my mom cooked, but not really. Like it was usually my sister, my grandfather, my aunt, or like because my main life was with my mother, right? And I only had like little vacation times, like maybe 1 or 2 days with my dad, maybe a week there, and then he'll go away, you know, to war, and then I'm just with my mom. So I only saw my dad like maybe 6 or 7 times a year, you know what I mean? Which is a lot for some people, you know what I mean? So reel it in, but give that man an award. Anyway, dearest you, I have been shopping for rings to propose to you with. Please say yes. Love them is also something coming forth. Okay. So maybe there's somebody who really wants to solidify something or become serious with you. Or maybe there's somebody who is searching for a wife or searching for that person who they already have a ring for. Okay. The fuck? This better be food. Hold on, somebody knocking or somebody dying. Guys, so sorry about that. I had a little intermission there. I'm just laughing because I literally just heard what I just said. I replayed the last bit because I just wanted to pick up where I left off. Anyway, so let's go right back into your reading, what you can expect. Some of you guys might get like a positive interruption, okay? To like where maybe it wasn't what you were expecting, but it actually ended up like clearing out some energy, helping you connect with other people, things like that, okay, is also something. So like maybe a needed interruption might come your way. So like for instance, when I received the knock on the door, it wasn't necessarily my door, like my room door, it was like the house door. And it was for like my roommate's son who came to drop off some things for her. So it was important. You know what I mean? It was important. So I wanted to help him out. And then I got sidetracked and wanted to talk with people. Guys, I'm an Aquarius. All right. And before you're like, well, doesn't that mean you're self-isolated? Not if you're 8,000 the Gemini. Anyway. Anyway, going back to it. Some of you guys might also get a surprise. Okay. Maybe this person might just show up. Okay. For some of you guys. All right. But let's get into the next one to where you'll have like a good little interruption for whatever you got planned going on for the day. Now, December energy is also coming up. Now, this could be Sagittarian frequency or even a little bit of Capricorn, but mainly Sagittarius, okay? Next one that you're getting is March energy, Pisces and Aries energy coming in. This could also be significant time frames where really strong shifts have occurred. And let's just say like there was something that closed out in December and then revamped up in March. These could be significant time frames. Morning time is also something coming forth, so that could be significant. Maybe there's something that's going to be happening this weekend, important in the morning time. Okay. Now the next one you're receiving is Dear Stew. I have been having a rough day. I'm avoiding everyone, especially you. I don't want my words to hurt you. Love, them. Okay. Now maybe this is you being like, you know what? I kind of just want to be by myself today, or I kind of just not want to talk to anybody. Like I'm going through a lot. Like I just really need to deal with some things, which is usually very Aquarian. Okay. I'm an Aquarius, so just letting you guys know, but usually it is. Okay. But at the same time, with I am peaceful and one with the earth, this is also like you kind of releasing that energy. Maybe this pent up energy of like, you know what, I want to be isolated, whatever. A lot of times what Aquarius needs is, but you gotta have friends. Like that. So a lot of time, Aquarius just needs either a friend or even if it's just one person they can confide in or something else that's like a healthy, like, transmution of energy. Okay. Now let's get into the tarot, okay, for you. But overall, I feel like maybe there was somebody who wasn't understanding like your energy or even your feelings towards them as well, okay? They didn't get what you were feeling, all right, is also what I am picking up. But let's get into the main tarot spread to see. This is going to be a lot about love. So maybe you guys are going to be trying to like maybe settle in, maybe trying to let somebody go, but not really knowing how. Earth energy could be significant with I am peaceful and one with the earth. Okay, so Taurus, Virgo, Cap. It doesn't have to be. I am filming this during Earth sign season, Taurus season. All right. Oh. No. Commercial. I had to put that on pause. Anyway. So let's get into it and let's see. Let's get into the tarot. Let's pause it there. Okay, so getting right into it and pausing it on this portion, because you guys have had like a lot of like interruptions, little things like that. For this pile, okay, so for this pile in particular, you guys might be like interrupted for whatever you have planned, all right? Maybe you might end up having maybe a little bit of a family dispute with the 10 of Pentacles coming up in the reversal. This could also be maybe taking a step back from being in that committal energy. Let's just say if you're married with this person, right? This could be like, you know what? I don't want to see your face. I'm going to go to my sister's house this weekend. I'm going to go to my mama's house this weekend. And I'm going to come back, but we're going to work this out eventually, but we can't right now. I just can't right now. Like that kind of energy with the 10 of Pentacles in the reversal, okay? Now the next one that you're getting is the Ace of Cups coming up in the upright as well. After a period of literally feeling like, let's just say if you were married to this person, okay, or if you were in a committed relationship with this person, all right, and in that degree, whatever it may be, but marriage is a little bit different. So let's just say you're married to this person, okay, and it could also be spiritually married. And with this coming up in the reversal, it's almost like this person made all of these promises and maybe they followed through on them, but it didn't feel the way that you thought it was going to feel. And maybe this person wants to give you, like you could be this person's wife, but they don't treat you like their wife, okay? They treat you like maybe they're just another girl or another person, okay? Or like or maybe you have a husband, but you don't treat them like your husband. Like whichever one it is, okay? But with this energy coming through, I do feel like you're going to receive a lot of healing and rejuvenation and unexpected healing and rejuvenation. This could also be a possible presentation of marriage as well. Maybe of a proposal of someone that you may potentially reject from pile number 2, okay, with the Ace of Cups for some of you guys, because this person hasn't done this. And this is going to come towards you when you literally have, like, let's just say you already have something going on for the day. You're already, like, working or something like that. Let's just say you work from home and you're already working or something like that, and then all of a sudden you get the knock on the door, like that happened in your read. Or, like, all of a sudden something happens. That's very much of the 4 of Cups energy. And it looks like it's going to be kind of important for pile number 2s. Okay, so maybe there's somebody who's going to make a very important pit stop at your house, and it's not going to be really a pit stop. It looks like it's going to be a long-term stay there. Now, right beside that, you have the 8 of Cups energy coming up in the reversal. Somebody who you literally thought emotionally abandoned you, left you out in the cold, is going to be coming back towards you really, really strongly. Okay, to the point where you're like, oh shit, what the fuck? You know what I mean? The Empress is also coming forth, so this could potentially be a proposal. Maybe, like, I had a client, okay? I'm not going to say who it is, but if she picks this pile, she's going to know. Okay, and I don't like putting my clients on blast or anything like that. I don't judge them. I don't put them in I don't do any of that, okay? Because they go through certain situations and they're trusting me with their vulnerability, so I am not putting them in the situation. But as an example, because it's coming up in correlation, I will tell you. Okay, I'm not going to tell you little details and stuff like that, because obviously that's her personal business. But with the Empress card, this is very much like, let's just say you were literally paying for your dude's phone. And this dude talking to you some type of way, acting crazy, not even paying for the phone bill, not doing anything. And you're like, bitch, the fuck? I guess you forgot how powerful I actually am. How many benefits you were actually receiving. I guess you forgot. Let me remind you. Hey, Verizon? Yeah, can you suspend this line temporarily, please? Thank you. What is your name? Oh, you're the owner on the account? As in, I'm the sole person with the authority on this account? The person who has been paying for this shit? Damn right. You're talking to me crazy, creating all this new shit, trying to do all this stuff. Damn right I'm going to cut off your phone. What you going to do now? How you going to call me? You going to call me through Facebook Messenger? On Wi-Fi? What you going to do about it? Like, sorry. But me and her were talking about this, so, and I'm not laughing at her situation. Her and I laugh about these situations, so if she does happen to pick up this pile, she's not going to be, offended by it or anything like that. All right, but anyway, so with Empress energy coming forth, this could be, and this person was like going back and forth, being like, I want to marry you, I want to do this, and she's the type of person who carries wife energy. Okay, and I feel like you guys share a lot of similar traits like this. Okay, that's why I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if she picked this pile. All right. But with the Empress, and if it is you, just send me a little personal message and be like, hey, I chose that pile. Yes, girl. Something like, whatever. But let's get into underneath the 10 of Pentacles. You have the Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing Last Resort by Papa Roach. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give up if I cut my arm. Anyway, speaking of that, death energy is coming up right underneath the Ace of Cups. Okay, there's somebody who's literally like, listen, I will transform myself for this love that I want with you. Whatever it has to be, whatever you're wanting, okay, fine, I'll be your bitch right now. Like, I will be your simp right now, because maybe this person wasn't like that. Maybe you were their bitch for a long time. Maybe you were doing all these random things all the time. Maybe you were going out on the limb for them, or trying to provide for them, making sure that they have a better life or whatever. And now this person is starting to realize that shit. Maybe you are kind of like their person that they want to be with permanently. Okay? In this lifetime, at least. So with the Death card energy coming forth, in the upright, that is very much associated with transformation and change. It doesn't necessarily mean physical death, okay? It can in some circumstances. But in this case, this is very much in association with a transformation. This love offer is going to offer you transformation in your love life for the second piles, okay? Now, did I get... That's interesting. It's not yet over. You receive a lot of symbolic, almost literal Like, let's just say, for instance, okay, you see the Ten of Swords in the reversal. That means that a situation is not yet over. Okay, even when you thought it was over, it's not yet over. And I didn't put an additional freaking card for clarification. So you know what that means? Live shuffle time. Maybe let's get a let's pow. So I'm going to use the rest of the deck. Okay, this deck. I'm not going to use a brand new, fresh one. Even though I feel like it's literally Love Transformed. That's a brand new one. But let's see here with the Empress card. Let's see. It's fast. All right, you guys are receiving the Ace of Pentacles, but the Ace of Pentacles is coming up in the reversal. What? You guys may deny somebody. Okay, at this point, it really doesn't matter what they offer you, what they do, what happens. It's like, don't even worry about it, bro. Okay, this person could literally go down on one knee and be like, yeah, I want to, but you still are going to need that conversation. You're still going to need those change of actions. You're still going to need a lot of reassurance. And there's a part of you that's going to be like, well, I don't even know if I even want to marry you because of all this shit that we've already gone through and how you've been treating me currently. Like, is that really going to change? Like, I don't mind being engaged with you, but I will call this fucking shit off if you continue to, like, pull this shit. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of energy for pile number 2. This could also be like maybe you end up rejecting a certain offer that comes your way and it's pretty substantial. This could even be like maybe somebody wanted to go on like a small journey or a trip with you, for those of you guys who aren't on that level yet with your partner. With the Justice and the Chariot, the zodiac signs that I'm receiving throughout this space, we're getting a little bit of everything but the dominant ones that are coming through. We're getting a little bit of Pentacle. There could be some earthbound energy, but not dominantly, besides the Tauran frequency with the Empress there. But that's Venetian, so that could be Leo, Tauran, or Libra. Okay. And this, everybody knows it as Libra energy, the Hanged Man, but the majority of the time it is Pisces and Aries energy. In conjunction, it creates Libra energy, okay? And the Death card is in association with Scorpio, as you know, as well as Capricornus, okay? So there could be a little bit of Capricorn, Taurus frequency, Scorpio. We're getting Pisces. And like I told you, it's a generalized collective reading, so there's a little bit of everything, but in the majority ones that I'm receiving, heavy on the air. Okay, especially with the Justice card, whenever this comes out in correlation, I automatically see it as Libra. Okay, and then we have some water-based sign energy here with the Chariot, and the Death card signifying Scorpio-based energy as well. So Libra-Scorpio cusp could be significant for some of you guys. Okay, this could also be somebody really wanting to make forward movement towards you to make things better and to move on past whatever complications that you guys have been receiving, or if there's been a sense of rejection that has been coming your way. Maybe this person, maybe you wanted like the full deal, but this person was only giving you bits and pieces, and you're like, no, I'm not going to be doing this for 10 years, dude. I'm sorry. This isn't going to happen. I'm not going to be doing this for like 5 more years. I'm not going to be doing this for another year. I'm not going to be doing this for another month. I want like out of this situation, okay, is what's going on with you guys. All right, for pile number 2s. This could also be positive progression for you. All right, this positive progression could signify really intense movement, finally restoring balance within your reality. And it could be this weekend. For some of you guys, could be getting the effects of the full moon 3 days before or 3 to 4 days after. Okay, it just depends on your placement, like what's going on in your life. You know, if you want to know a little bit more tidbits on that, obviously get a personalized reading with me. All that information in the book with me. You have direct booking links to my services now underneath in the description box, so definitely feel free to do that. But with the Justice and the Chariot coming through, this is definitely somebody wanting to travel with you. This could even be somebody giving you a major invitation like, hey, I want you to go out away with me for the weekend. And in the meantime, they actually have something bigger planned while you're on this trip away. Okay, and this could even be them proposing to you like on this trip as well, for some of you guys with the Chariot and the Justice card coming through. And a part of you is probably going to be like, no, I don't want to because of what's already happened. But then there's also another part of you that's going to be like, fuck it, you know what? I'll go. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, all right. And you guys, I really do feel you guys got a couple of extra cards. This person has been constantly thinking about you nonstop, okay, with the Four of Swords energy, especially in the reversal, wanting to see you, wanting to come towards you, okay. This person has already been thinking like, no, the way that they've been thinking about you this intently, especially after maybe you've been wanting to disconnect with them or something of that nature, it's almost like this person with the Judgment card, whenever the Judgment card comes out, it's like a major time shift, okay? It's an awakening. It's a sense of renewal. It's like a really big milestone, okay, being able to achieve that. But at the same time, it's also about somebody awakening to like their true life purpose as well, okay, with the Judgment card coming forth in the upright position. But that is what I am getting for your reading, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It definitely looks like your person's going to reach out to you when you least expect it in order to like revitalize this connection, okay? Especially giving you a genuine love offer, some kind of genuine emotional vulnerability. And this person's definitely going to be, I really do feel like this could also be somebody who's been literally chilling with like a ring in their pocket for a little bit. Like when I first got married, my person at the time did that. He didn't tell me until like after, obviously. He was like, you know, I was with that ring for like a year. I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking? He's like, yeah, I've just been waiting for like a year to propose to you. And this just happened to be the right moment. I was going to do it anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. And I was like, whoa, okay. You know, but that is kind of like a little bit of a similar energy that I'm picking up for this pile for pile number 2. But I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do want a private reading, like I said, feel free to book directly below. If you want to hop on any of my live streams for like free or paid readings or anything like that instantaneously delivered to you, feel free to hit the notification bell to know whenever I go live. Usually it's in the evening time, like around 7 or 9 o'clock. Tonight I'll be going live around 7. But of course you're going to gravitate towards this video whenever you gravitate towards it, okay? But for right now, guys, I hope that you have a beautiful weekend. And until next time. Hello, my pile number 3s. Welcome. So let's get into your weekend forecast. We got a little bit of oracle cards, we got a little bit of message cards, and then we also have some main tarot to get through as well. Okay, we're gonna begin with your message cards. And before I even created these piles, I was going to be putting like my gemstones on them and help you guys like pick quicker, but I was like, you know what, I'll just have them pick on the color vibrancy. So the color vibrancy that you mainly chose was green, okay? And the green is really symbolic towards you know, the heart chakra. All right. And it could also be symbolic towards maybe emotional vulnerability being sent to you. But for some reason, I'm just getting money, ain't it funny? Like that kind of like an energy. And I wanted, and back to the gemstones, is I wanted to put citrine on it. But I was like, no, you know what? And fun fact about citrine is that it's actually a heated up version of amethyst. Okay, and it's in the quartz family. For those of you guys who don't believe me, like, no, they're 2 different styles. Now, shut the fuck up, go do some research, okay? The citrine is heated up amethyst, okay? It's when you heat it up and it turns into this, okay? Just letting you know. And I watch history videos on crystals and shit like that because it actually interests me, all right? And, you know, I'm a little bit rough around the edges, but yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So you guys received 2 different oracle cards, 2 different major things you're going to be going through this weekend, okay? Potentially for some of you guys, or 2 different opportunities could be coming towards you pretty soon this weekend, all right? Now, the first one you're getting is just like the moon, I will go through phases. And if you're watching this during my filming week, so like I'm doing like mass upload week this week, so I'm just like filming pick a card readings as I get the idea and putting content out this week. Normally I'll just post, I'll do content Mondays, so I'll just do like pick a card Mondays and I'll post, and then I'll go live stream every single night. That's usually what I do, and then I'll work with my private clients as well as my pass holders, right? So with this entered, and all that information for any of that is available down in the description box below. But with just like the moon, I'll go through phases. This week is really important. It's Scorpio full moon. So a lot of transformative energy is coming up, all right? But also karma, heavy karma for people who have wronged you in the past. Maybe you've been waiting a really long time for this, and they're finally going to be getting a good taste of that freaking medicine that they've been dishing out, okay? Now, the next one that you're getting is you know the answer already is also something coming forward. So you may already know what's going to be going down this weekend. You just kind of want to know if there's anything that you're missing is what I am picking up on. Halloween could be significant with the orange and black energy coming through really strongly. Orange and black. So Halloween, you could be watching this during Halloween season as well for some of you guys in the future. But let's get into this. Because I'm recording this in May, so I'm recording this in Taurus season. But let's get into the main messages, and I'm going to begin with the incoming text. There's somebody who's going to be very nervous around you as well, okay? Because all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, do I go bottom top? And I was like, bitch, I just did 2 different piles. Why are you nervous? And I was like, oh, okay. It's not my energy. So with this energy coming up, incoming text, all right? And you also have 1 adventure card. Yeah, this person's going to be pretty nervous around you. This person's going to be very nervous. Get ready to ride a camel. You obtain excellent pictures. You will feel so free. Love future you. Some of you guys are going to go on a pretty cool trip. It's going to be different. You may interact with some really cool animals, unique animals. You might go to the zoo. You know, if you're like me and you would rather go on a safari than a zoo, you know what I mean? But either way, I understand, okay? But you guys could be going to do something fun like that. And I feel like you're going to be able to get some really cool pictures as well, all right? Just for memories and for you. And some of you guys are like, no, I'm trying to do it for the gram. And I get it. All right? So go out there and be you with that one, okay? But with, you will feel so free, love future you. And maybe you're so used to your life being a little bit like routine-like that it's going to be fun to do something a little bit different than your norm, okay? But let's get into the incoming text a bit. Are you really seeing them as coming forth? Maybe there's an ex who really isn't wanting to let you go. I'm also seeing the timestamp 414 on this portion of me recording this. I can't stop thinking of you. I can't get my mind off of you is also something coming forth. Maybe there's somebody who's literally relentless. A lot of urgent messages, because on the bottom you're getting a lot of red messages. So a lot of urgent messages, a lot of like really fast-paced messages. Somebody being like, listen, are you really not talking to me? Like, why aren't you talking to me? Like, what's going on? Like, I really want to be with you. That kind of vibe. And you're also getting, I really want to work this out between us. Please message me back. I'm sorry. So back to what I was saying there with that, okay? I really want to work this out between us. Please message me back. I'm sorry. Okay, it's coming forth. This person wants to do that. I need some space right now. Some of you guys are going to be like, look, I need space from you. You're not wanting to change. You're not wanting to do these different things. Let me do what I've got to do. If we come together in the future when you've changed and things are right, if you ever do change, then okay. But right now, I kind of really need some space. Or maybe what you just said to me was a little bit too fucked up for me to just interact with you right now. Okay? Like that kind of energy. I can't sleep. Are you wanting to come over is also something coming forth. Maybe there's somebody's going to spontaneously invite you over, okay? Or to spend time with you. You are invited to our event. So maybe some of you guys could be getting invited to a certain event, okay? Some of my clients have been inviting me to like events and things like that. I showed up for one of my clients because it was a birthday as well. But guys, if I have to Uber there or pay any form of, I'm serious about this. I'm very frugal, okay? You have to know this about me. I'm very frugal, okay? I don't care that my moon is in Taurus. I like nice things, but I'm very frugal. I like to not spend crazy amounts of money, okay? And me spending $50 to go to downtown just to like party is not my time, because I will miss my $50. Do you understand? I'll miss it. I'll be like, damn, that $50 could have been food, or that $50 could have been that. Unless I have it like that, then I'm gonna be like, bitch, let's go. It's on me. Usually when I invite somebody to do stuff like that, it's usually on me, okay? If I got it like that. But anyway, some of you guys might have a situation like that come up for some of you. Waking up to multiple messages is something coming forth. So, like, for instance, okay, back to like the event, stuff like that. For instance, with me, like when my sister was pregnant, she didn't really want to be around her husband that much, okay? She didn't want to see his face that much. So we took a trip, and he was acting a damn fool. So we took a trip, and she wanted to go to Cali, so I purchased the ticket. I purchased the tickets. I paid for our meals there. I got us back. I just wanted her to have a good time because she was stressed the fuck out, and this is her first baby, so I just wanted her to kind of relax, okay? And honestly, I really don't give a fuck if she's mad about that, because I can say the gift I gave. That's my right, okay? And the reason why I gave it, all right? So I really don't give a shit how she feels that way, all right, about that. But I had to stick up. I had to, you know, do something that really her dude was meant to be doing, okay? As far as like taking her on trips, having her relax, stuff like that. Anyway, waking up to multiple messages coming forth. Some of you guys could be receiving multiple messages, and it's going to be from different people. It's like you're not realizing the things that you're manifesting when it's happening, because maybe you're really trying to focus on being present or like in the moment, and you're just not really thinking, well, if I do this, then it's going to do that, like, because then that could be kind of like manipulative, right? So I feel really strongly like some of you guys maybe have been planting seeds. So that means like you're making like important connections with people. Let's just say you finally reconnected with somebody that you haven't talked to in a really long time. And this could just be just a genuine friend, okay? Like a childhood friend or whatever. And then finally this person like hits you up and like, hey, do you want to go out this weekend? But the same weekend, another person asks you, maybe it's like a really close client of yours, or maybe a boss, or like something where it's like work related, or like, so it's going to be like a couple different people are going to be inviting you to different things. And then maybe even love is going to take place with that as well. It's going to be a very busy weekend for some of you guys, which I'm not surprised, because Taurus season is pretty lit. Okay, I mean, luxury, relaxation, lifestyle. Most of the time Taurus energy is very vivid, so like Taurus season is pretty cool. But this Scorpio full moon is going to be fucked for some people. Okay, for some people, especially if you've been doing people wrong for a while. All right, but let's go into the switch cards. Let's see some potential timing cards, frequency, stuff like that. So July energy is coming forth. Some of you guys could be viewing this in July, or Leo energy could be significant. Okay, now you're also getting, dearest you, I'm afraid of rejection from you. If I apologize, would you still say goodbye? Love them. So again, back to this person being a little bit relentless, not wanting to like let you go as well. So it's coming forth. Now, the next one that you're getting is, dearest you, I want to have a baby with you now. Love them. This person's going to pull out every fucking thing out of their freaking hat. And they're going to be like, oh, you want a baby? Well, I guess we can have a baby now. Oh, you want to get married? I guess we can get married now. It's like, no, dude, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to like argue for like one little thing that's like a natural growth evolutionary process for me to want. You know what I mean? And my time is running out. Like, you know, like, not everybody can be Rihanna giving birth to babies that beautiful at fucking 35 or some shit. Okay? Some people don't want to do that as well, you know? Rihanna she's on her third baby. But, you know, I don't feel like she cares. Anyway, let me not go for it, Rihanna, too hard about what's going on there. All right. Dearest you, I'm going to introduce you to my family. I hope this isn't too soon. Love them. Some of you guys are going to also meet a sibling of theirs. Okay. And I was talking about this actually earlier, literally like 30 minutes before I got to this pile. Not in the previous pile. I took a break. It was like an intermission. Okay. But I was just talking about this, how I met a family member. I went into this deep thought. I was like, but why did I meet that one family member out of all the family members? Like, it could have been this person's mom, could have been their brother, it could have been their cousin, but no, I met that person at that particular time. Why? And I handed her a key. Why did I do that? Like, that kind of energy, you know what I mean? To where you really dive in deep and you just want to, you know, dive into the ocean a little bit. Hopefully there's not a shark. Scorpio. Dearest you, I'm going to introduce you to my family. I hope this isn't too soon. Love them. Okay. So this person's going to want to introduce you possibly to a family, maybe invite you to a family event for some of you guys. Dearest you, I hope you have your passport. I bought a trip for us to get ready. I want to fly away with you. What about Cancun, or maybe somewhere new for me too? Love them. So some of you guys are also going to be maybe booking a trip or making some plans with your person, maybe going a little mini getaway with your person as well. The next one that you're getting is, dearest you, I have been selfish towards you. I didn't even let you love me the way that you wanted to. I'm sorry. I want to make it up to you. Love them. Okay, so maybe there's somebody who's realizing like, damn, this person was actually loving towards me. Damn, this person actually wanted something from me. You know what I mean? Besides like what everybody else wants. Like, I don't know, I'm getting beastly energy. And that's like the modern version of like Beauty and the Beast, right? I guess, right? With Alex Pittifer, who I heard he's like a huge asshole. And like I heard that, okay? Vanessa Hudgens, but she has a tendency to like assholes. You know, like there's a reason why I don't like Zac Efron. I don't give a damn. I don't like him. I think his eyes are too close together. It's weird to me. I've thought that way since I was a child. When I saw him on High School Musical, okay, dancing in that golf course. If you know, you know. That's High School Musical 3. Dearest you, I don't care who hates you or what your reputation is. Baby, I want you to have my kids. Love them. So, like, there's somebody who's going to be, like, really evident. This could also be somebody who's maybe wanting to hook up with you and maybe even trap you with a kid. All right, so you definitely going to want to wrap it up about that plan B if you're not wanting a child right now, okay, with this person. Or not have sex with them. You know? Simpler. Saves you $55 too. Because the price on that shit went up. Okay? But of course, all my readings are for general, collective, you know, insight readings. Damn, I said that fucking wrong. All right, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading. Feel free to take a resonates and leave the rest out. And by no means am I granting medical, legal, or professional advice at any time. All of my readings are for entertainment purposes only, okay? But let's get into it with your main messages. Some of you guys could actually be finding out that you're pregnant this weekend as well by your person too, for some of you, okay? But let's get right into the tarot. Pause on the timestamp. 12:52 showed up on the timestamp as well for some more added insight for you, okay? And that's on my end whenever I'm editing. All right, and with the one vibration, that could be like an indicator The way that I'm seeing it and I'm breaking down for 1252, the 2 vibrancy is split up, but in conjunction it creates a 4 frequency. So you could be in a period of separation with your person in order for things to kind of change in your reality with your person, hence the 5 vibrancy for a new beginning to erupt, which is the 1 vibrancy. But for a little bit more of a breakdown, added insight, things like that, definitely look that up for some added insight. But let's get right into the tarot, or you can request a personal reading with me and I'll dive right into that with you. With the Queen of Wands energy coming forth in the reversal, this is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarian frequency, okay? Ooh, warm. So the next one that you're getting is the Page of Swords in reversal. Somebody may come at you some type of way verbally to where you might end up having to stand up for yourself, and they're going to make it seem like you're being self-destructive, you're being like too much, you're going to gaslight you into fucking oblivion. Listen, no. Okay, maybe you're going to end up having to stand up for yourself. Maybe you end up telling somebody no and being like, no, I don't want to do this. I want to look ahead in my life. I want other things in my life. I want to pursue different things, with the 3 of Wands energy coming forth in the upright position, okay? With the 3 of Wands, and I also saw 1414 on the timestamp, you guys definitely could be moving on and possibly receiving multiple different offers as well along the way for some of you guys with the 3 of Wands, okay? This could also be about expecting somebody. This could be coming within the 3 days for some of you, okay? Now the 5 of Wands, but obviously this is a weekend read. This could lead to a little bit of an argument. Maybe you end up having an argument with somebody because they literally tried you. Or maybe you expected them to show up for you and they never did, okay? Is also something coming forth with the 5 of Wands. Now you're also getting the 2 of Wands energy in the reversal, okay? With the 2 of Wands energy coming up in the reversal, I am, however, getting that maybe something that you didn't plan happening with your lover is going to be happening, okay? And usually, and there's a 5 frequency right there. 5 of Wands, that change. I told you, arguments sometimes can create change, okay? Now, underneath the Queen of Wands, you're receiving the 6 of Cups. You guys may be counter-manifesting and manifesting somebody else into your existence. Let's just say you're wanting to reconnect with like a previous lover or something of that nature, and you just couldn't like shake the feeling of like wanting to reconnect with them. You end up manifesting this other person from your past, and it's going to be kind of like a fight to the finish a little bit. I don't know why I'm getting that energy to like where those 2 people may go against each other a little bit. All right. I'm getting a little bit of like Bella Swan, you know, with her all Edward and fucking Jacob thing. All right. At the end of the day, did Bella make the right choice? Are we Team Edward? Are we? After we discovered Jacob and his imprint situation, that's nasty. Okay. But underneath the Page of Swords, I know people are like, oh, but animals imprint, like it's actual wolf thing, like wolves actually like imprint, da, da, da. Get the fuck out of my face, okay? Now, underneath the Page of Swords in the reversal, the Ace of Swords, because you see a baby and you, nah. Okay? Bella's first reaction was correct. You nicknamed my baby after the Loch Ness Monster? Miss you, my sister. Anyway, the Page of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal. Underneath the, the Ace of Swords in the reversal. Is somebody going to say something and try you in a certain way where you're going to be like, excuse me? ¿Cómo es? Por favor, dime otra vez. Those of you guys who are Spanish. But let's get into the 3 of Wands energy, the Hierophant in reversal. Some of you guys are like, look, I'm not with you anymore. I don't even want to be in this situation. This is, a lot of these piles are like breakups, separations, arguments, disagreements, things like that for these piles, okay? And a lot of my clients have been reaching out to me about these things as well. So it's not just my energy, okay? Trust me, I pick these piles too. I watch my own videos too. I give myself readings too. You don't think, listen, I also watch other readers too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's my lifestyle. So underneath the 5 of Wands, you have the 2 of Swords, okay? I'm not going to feed you something I wouldn't eat. You know, like 2 of Swords energy coming forth in the reversal. You're going to follow your intuition. It's almost like, you know how when I was going to say when your kid says something under your breath and you feel in your intuition what it really meant, what they really meant by it, and you're just like, dude, I will slap the fuck. You know what I mean? Anyway. But with this energy, with the 2 of Swords energy, this is about intuitively picking up what you're really arguing about. Like, this person could be like, and you didn't change the fucking this and da-da-da, but then you're like, no. This is about Rebecca. This is about Alex and how you got owned on fucking World of Warcraft. You know what I mean? This is about da-da-da-da. This is not about the fucking dishes, man. This is not about this is something way deeper. What's really going on? Like that kind of energy, okay? And you're going to be able to kind of like have natural discernment to be able to like pick up on like what's really going on in that fight. Where you're going to be like, nah, he doing this because of this, this, and this. All right? And you may end up having to, what you never expected to do or never even visualized to do, you may end up having to block this person, or maybe even putting up some really necessary restrictions with this person as well, okay? With the Seven of Wands energy. It's going to be like, listen, I am done with your shit, block, okay? Don't even worry about me anymore. It's good. We see each other in public, you can just pretend like I'm the waiter that served you that one time, and that's it, and you don't even remember my name, okay? So, like, with the Seven of Wands energy and the upright underneath the Two of Wands, you're not playing any games, and you're following your intuition this weekend, it looks like. But you might get into a little bit of a spat, a little bit of an argument. And it's because you intuitively know the truth about something with the Two of Swords energy in the reversal. It's like you'll end, like your intuition is going to lead you to that truth. Like you're going to find that truth. Okay? Is what I'm feeling as well. And I'm not surprised because I'm filming this on it's a Scorpio full moon week, kind of. And the 12th is coming up soon. I don't know. I think it's Sunday. What's today's date? Thursday the 8th. So it should be in a couple of days, so like 4 days. All right. I think it's Sunday, not Monday. I don't know. Let me pause here. All right. So it looks like the 12th is on a Monday. The 11th is on a Sunday. So the 12th is on a Monday. Okay. Some of you guys are like, damn, when am I going to have this breakthrough? Like I'm literally on my last days here. Like what's going on? How am I going to make it past this? Like that. Some of you guys are going to, sorry. My phone always be, doing something, okay? One of my clients just messaged me. So, anyways, I feel like some of you guys could also be really busy. You could also get into a little bit of a fight, okay, this weekend. And you're probably like, oh, great. And maybe it's because of this reconnection as well for some of you guys, all right? This person is also feeling like your attention is not on them. It's like elsewhere. They're feeling like you're being like demanding, self-destructive, all this shit. And not saying that they're not right or the perspective doesn't hold some value. But when I encompass all the energy here, it looks like they kind of earn that shit. Okay? So with this energy, I wish you the utmost best, okay? But it looks like you're going to be learning how a lot more self-respect for yourself. You're going to learn how to respect yourself a little bit more, and also set some really strong boundaries down, like stuff like that is what I'm picking up. But it's almost like you're not going to be sad about it necessarily. It's almost like you kind of expected that this was going to happen, that you're like, no, this is going to fall apart because you're doing this, 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 and this. And even though I tried so many times or to do that or whatever, there's only so much that a person can tango on their fucking own, okay? Like, have you ever tried to tango on your own? It looks very awkward, okay? It's possible, but it's very awkward to where you would need that person to maybe move their feet or something, you know what I mean? But anyways, guys, so that's what I'm picking up for you guys. If you do want a private reading with me, feel free to purchase. Sorry, guys, I have roommates. Hold on. If you want a private reading with me, please feel free to check all that information out in the description box below. And feel free to hop on any one of my live streams. I'm going to be live tonight around 7, but usually I go live like around 9 evening times, U.S. Eastern Standard Time, okay? But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. But at the same time, if you have any topic choices that you think of that you're like, you know what, I kind of want to know about this. Do you mind doing a topic on that? I'll definitely put it on my list, you know what I mean? But I hope you guys enjoy this weekend. I feel like it's going to be a pretty empowering weekend for you guys for pile number 3. But I hope that you, just live well. As I'm closing off, I saw 2222 on the timestamp as well. So you guys have received a lot of angel numbers. You're going to receive a lot of reassurance as well, like messages, okay? And maybe that's why your intuition seems so clear. It's almost like you feel it clearly, like you know why this person's arguing with you. You know their intention behind their argument. You know what they're fighting for. You know why they're fighting, like that kind of energy with the Two of Swords in the reversal, okay? But it looks like you're going to put up some really good boundaries as well, which is what this person didn't visualize you doing with the Two of Wands in the reversal. But like I said, guys, enjoy your weekend, and until next time, bye for now.